Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to Mindustry Exogenesis. Now, I hope I have enough time in one recording sitting here to go through everything that I want to go through today, but I'm not super optimistic that I'm actually going to have all the time I think I'm going to have. However, we are about to capture this zone, and I pinned a comment last video on Tuesday saying that I was wrong and these guys were actually gathering copper. I don't really know what the deal was with the last zone. Biomass synthesis facility was being a little bit buggy, and I'm not entirely sure why it was being a little bit buggy. So yeah, but they are in fact actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. They were gathering copper. So not quite sure what that was about, or why that was an issue last time, but obviously it's not an issue this time. And I unlocked a new turret called the Stellar, which is essentially a fuse, but powered by cold plasma instead. And let's just kind of take a look here and see how it does against the Tier 3 artillery mechs. Gotta make sure they have a chance to. There we go. Honestly, they're not doing that high damage. I'm a little underwhelmed. They did really good against the other units. I think they would do better if I could actually have, like, storage of cold plasma. And then down here I was also using Cosmoses, so that was kind of how that was going. I really wish that I could have like fluid storage, but I can't do that until I get titanium, which is probably going to be on Windswept Islands first and foremost. Other than that, behind the scenes, I've just kind of been going through and unlocking all of like the different units and stuff. I don't know what I have to research in order to unlock these guys, but okay. Intriguing. Soul, Corona, Silica Graphite Metaglass, Silica Vulcanite Lead. Okay, yeah, so these are all just, like, basic things. I still don't know what the beryllium is. Still don't know what that's all about. But I guess here I need to wait for more silica to become available to me, and then we can just kind of start pulling things off of the amalgamation of main bus over here. I don't know which one I want to look at first, in all honesty. I think we may as well go for the Genosox factory first, just because I think this is going to be the one that we primarily end up sticking with, maybe? I don't know. But I want to check out the units. I want to see if they've changed, how they've changed, all that good stuff. Looks like we've got enough silica that we can, like, start pulling off of the spaghetti here. Because, yeah, no, this entire area is just nothing but spaghetti, but that's fine. All of these are gonna need silica as an input, so that's fine just to start out with. I'm gonna completely repurpose all of this coal right here to just build me whatever thing I need. So which one do we want to start with? Let's start with the tree on the right with the Ceres. So the Ceres fires cold energy bullets. It cannot fly. It's got a decent speed, 5 tiles per second. It does not have a boost. It's immune to freezing. 0.6 per second, 25 damage, 15 area damage of 5 tiles, homing, and freezing for 1 second, so with a 44 block range. That's pretty good. So let's grab the Ceres here. We're gonna need ourselves some graphite and some astrolite. So graphite, and I don't really have an astrolite blueprint because it's just so basic. But we'll just do that, that, and that. And then in order to check the tier 2s, we're gonna need this. The Helixian Reconstructor upgrades otherworldly units into their second tier. And that requires a metaglass input. Very intriguing. So let me go on ahead and grab some metaglass up here, because we will be able to check that out eventually. So I want to be able to check that out. Let's take a look at this guy, see how he's doing. The units do work with unit control. He has a little bit of a different look. I think he's like a little spider. So he's got, what, 6 legs? 8 legs. Pretty slow firing rate. I can see that the mod creator's taking the knockback from the mechs on Eric here, so that's actually really, really cool. I think these guys will be like a decent ranged sieging unit for a pretty low cost. Oh my gosh, I'm building a bunch of them. Stop. Quit it. Okay. Series, go over here. We'll just make that like the testing area. And then I can move the output of the actual factories, too. Okay, next up is the Majoris. So the Majoris is a basic and fast air unit created by the Genesux. Fires shock bullets strong in large numbers. 3.5 per second. Yes, it does fly. Only silica and astrolite, no graphite required. 5 lightning for 1 damage each and shock. So these are pretty shorter ranged units. That shock might be pretty nice overall. And they can also be controlled. They're pretty slow though. Very intriguing. Let's wait for one more to get done here. Then send them up there. Very nice. Alright. Let's get rid of this and let's move on to the Elysian factory. So, the Elysian factory, let's go on ahead and start with the challenge. Fast, small unit that will explode when near structures or units. What? Can it shoot? It does shoot, but it explodes. It's immune to slow. And it requires Altuxium as an input. So let me go on ahead and disconnect both of these, and then that. And then we can just route that this way a little bit. That. Let's go for the challenge, and then while... Ooh, it also needs coal as an input? You know what, that makes sense, because it explodes. Kind of like the ground factory, the crawlers need coal, because they also explode. That's very interesting. That's very, very interesting, actually. I'm, like... That's actually really, really neat, I think. So let's take a look at him. Oh, yep, it's a crawler, alright. It's not flying. Oh! I just pressed the trigger. I was expecting it to shoot. And no, it literally just explodes. That's hilarious. Alright, let's look at the... What was that? Elka? The Eleka, small fast-flying unit created by the Elysians. This unit is equipped with a shock rocket launcher that helps at dealing with groups of enemies specifically, so not designed for use on buildings. This line of units are made to fight units and are not great at attacking structures. Very interesting. Interesting note to put in there. Go on ahead and get this guy, I don't know, up there. Now let's take a look at you. Oh yeah. Oh, that 100% looks like something that would be great for groups of units. That looks very much like a unit-to-unit combat type scenario right there. Let's wait for the third to get finished. Go on ahead and delete that. And get these guys all the way up there. Next up is the Quantra Factory. And I am just zipping through these. I probably will have enough time to do this just in one sitting. Oh, that's right. The Quantra Factory, I didn't unlock any units for yet, which is odd. I wonder when those will come. And then the Solron Factory is next. I remember these being the tanks. There was a tank and a mech. At least I thought. So the soul first requires some lead. So let's get some lead down here. Not that. There. Some lead. And then I also need some of this, but I can also just pull the bus. By pull it off the bus, I mean pull it straight out of its factory instead, and that'll probably be fine. Oh, what in the world? How the heck? Oh, I see. I see. Alright, let me purge this real fast while we're waiting on some other things here. So, I don't think there's anything else to, like, note. I mean, I did make a cold fusion blueprint to take coal as an input, and coal and water as an input, I should probably specify, and then give cold plasma as a byproduct, or as the product, rather. So, that will be up on the Discord. I actually forgot to do the Tuesday blueprints, so I'll have to do those. Oh, wow. Holy shit. These guys are crazy. What are their whole thing? What's the damage here? Small and very durable unit. Durable, that's nice. Created by the Solrons, possesses plasma flamethrowers that sets fire to wherever it hits, immune to burning and melting. Very interesting. They don't have a very far range. Yeah, 7 blocks, but Pierce and Incendiary sounds like a very fun combo, so that might be something that we look in a little bit here for some of the attack, which are coming up, by the way. They are very slow, though. So I think I have enough now. We can go on ahead and research this. Do have enough. Good. Alright, let's do Genesux Factory, and then a Helixian Reconstructor, and of course, I'm gonna have to wait for the silica cost, and then come back to you guys. So I'll be back here in a sec. Alright, that didn't take too long, actually. It took, like, less than half of a song. So let's just go straight through the list again. Series. We're obviously now going to need some more stuff here. Oh, come on. There we go. So this needs silica. It needs metaglass. Raining. I am wet. And then graphite as well. And this upgrades the series into the Galileo. Rapidly fires energy stars. 6 tiles per second, so this is also going to be a mech. And they're homing stars, so I feel like that's going to be what I am. And then the upgraded of the flying one will be the Gaycrux, or the Gacrux, whatever. I'm going to call it the Gaycrux, because I feel like that's a more fun way to say it. Fires piercing cold energy bolts. Very interesting. We'll have to take a look at both of those. And then obviously I can't get the next version of the Reconstructor for a long time. And by that I mean I think I need to capture Overgrowth or something. Wow, this is taking like a hot minute here. Do an underflow gate on this one instead. Yeah, that'll help. Wow, this is taking a while. I wish it did, well, it's nice that it pauses when you go into the research menu, but I also wish it didn't pause when you go into the research menu, because then we could, like, do other things while we wait. Okay. Look at this absolute mammoth. Wow. Does he also have 8 legs, or does he have 6 legs? He has 6 legs. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Does it have a note for, like, the use of that? No, it doesn't. It doesn't have it like the other one. Wow. That thing's kinda bonkers. Like, that thing's just an itty-bitty, teensy-weensy bit bonkers. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this next one should be a Majoris upgrade, which is the Gay Crux? Yeah. Because these things are Galileos, so it'll be Gay Crux. Okay, awesome. And then while that's working on its thing, we can go on ahead and get this primed up for the next thing that it needs. We'll do the challenge first. Yeah, that's building the Gay Crux 100%. They build remarkably quick, too. Like, that's the thing that's blowing my mind right now, is that they are just building extremely fast. See, look, now they're mining copper, so they're fine. They're working fine. I'm glad I got that on camera. So let's take a look at this guy. Whoa. Holy cow. Bro, these units are amazing. Piercing, too? 30 damage and piercing? I'm gonna have to test, like, all of these in the field. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I remember these guys. These guys kinda suck. I don't know if I ever tried to use them, but they're not the best. You know, that's a challenge. Let's build an Elika. Ah, it's building another challenge. That's Alright, now we can get rid of that. And then it's just the Solrons. Or the Solron, I guess, since the Quantras aren't available to us yet. And I can control multiple unit types at once, too. The Gay Cruxes don't like to follow directions. I feel like they, like, stop their speed the second that they hit the node, and then they just continue on after that. Yeah. Very intriguing. So, there's the upgraded version of you, the upgraded version of you, the upgraded version of you. Oh, hello! Here's the upgraded version of that, the... Whoa. That looks even better for unit-on-unit combat, not gonna lie. So what was that one called? That's the upgrade of the Vetex. The upgrade to the Conflict. This unit is equipped with 2 bolters that shoot rapidly but do low damage. So yeah, they only do 12 damage, but then this thing does a lot of damage for the lightning. So this is still going to be a very effective unit-on-unit combat. Super nice. And then the Corona is essentially a tier 3 normal walker, like a tier 3 dagger, but with just a little bit more to it. That makes sense. Not much more to it, just a little bit. I didn't tell you to go there. I told you to go there. Perfect. Look at these wonderful mechs and flyers and all the stuff. Like, geez. We're definitely gonna have to try some of those out in the next one. Overgrowth. Capture fungal pass. There's fungal pass, but it's locked right now. I don't know why I can view overgrowth, but I can't view the other one, fungal pass. Windswept islands are available to us. Stained mountains are also available to us. Let me take a look at the tech tree and see if anything else unlocked. There's the naval factory, naval units, the tier 2 base units, the puddle, nothing else. Elysian, I'm locked behind Plastanium. Quantra, I have no idea what I'm locked behind, but I haven't discovered it yet. Genesux with the Ort, I'm locked behind Terillium, which is a long way away. And then Soltux, I'm locked behind I don't know what. So I'm probably just gonna keep on moving through all of the different things here. This episode was mainly just to show off the units and the different unit capabilities, because I think that they're awesome. And I felt like they kind of deserve their own episode to go over all of the cool things that they're capable of and the very diverse applications that we could have. That's not the button I meant to press. So, like, for defense against units and unit-on-unit combat, we'll probably end up going with the Vetex and the Elekas. In terms of base assault, kind of depending, we may go for the Gaycrux, we may go for the Galileos, because the Galileos are insanity. For early game long-range siege, we'll probably go for these guys, and like a horde of these guys, because can you imagine like 15 of these just launching orbs at a base? Hopefully I'll end up getting that on video sometime. But these guys are just insane, and they're homing too, so we'll have that to look forward to. Plus the new unit control mechanics we'll have opportunities to kind of play around with. I like... oh, well, never mind. I was like, they're actually, like, trying to get to the places that are inside of walls, but then when I click a little farther into a wall, it doesn't do it. Never mind. We probably won't mess around a whole ton with, like, the Coronas or the Souls or anything like these guys, because they're not the best. And then same with these, and the Challenge, and the Disrespect, and stuff like that. Like, the Challenge is just an over-glorified brawler. Like, it literally just explodes. So, I think we're gonna stick to the Gaycrux, probably not the Majoris, but the Gaycrux, Galileo, Ceres, Vetex, and Elekas. I think those are gonna be our main sort of units of choice, I guess you could call it. But that is going to be everything for today. Next episode, I don't know what we'll do. It kind of depends on what I find in my free time playing, and finding out, like, through the clearing of different zones and stuff. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.